Hi, in this video I'm going to try and create a dreidel, and then we're going to paint it so that it's a pretty dreidel. Doesn't really much matter if we use Cycles Render or Blender Render, because for this operation it's not going to matter. Okay, as you can see, the default cube is a little bit different than normal. Okay, I'll show this by screen. New version of 2.79. It's a little bit different, and that's because I've already did a mark seam and an unwrap, and then saved that as my startup screen because it seemed like a good thing to do at the time because we use it so often. Okay, so we need to create 4 images for unwrapping. And you'll hopefully we'll see why in a moment here. And we'll call this when we export it. I believe that's the one that gets sent to Second Life if I remember right. And since I've had to do this so many times to produce this video, I'm going to create a backup copy so that I don't have to start all over again each time. Okay, so let's get busy and do some modeling. Vertex mode, let's create the point for our dreidel. Click J. And if I go to face mode, you can see that it added the faces and everything, bisected them properly. Now we need a point for the dreidel to land on. GZ, drag it down. That seems to be, that's plenty. Now we need a top for our dreidel. Well, before we do that, let's move it up to the grid. If you're going to put a script in it, you probably want the origin point there. Add a cylinder. We want 8 of those. We don't want end caps. Scale everything but the Z. Yeah. GZ, move it up. What's that look like? Maybe a little longer. Scale and Z. Plenty long. I turned on the pie menus, so I hit the Z, and it gives me the pie menu to go into Wireframe, or you can just flick it over like that, and it gets there. Now, GZ, drag that down a little ways. So we have 2 separate objects. Now we want to connect them. And so it's Control F for face mode, do an intersect knife. And that does a really fine job of making that intersection. So we want to delete the extra vertices. Now we need to go to face mode and delete that extra face. Go back to verts and close the top. I guess we could have extrude scale 0 to. Now we need to fix these n-gons. As you can see, it created a mess there. Oh, before we forget, remove doubles. I don't know why he creates doubles, but he does. Lots of them. If you find that in this next step where you do a click here and there and do a J, and it doesn't seem to be working, I'm thinking that you probably didn't remove the doubles. Note to self, remove the doubles after this operation.
We're just trying to get rid of the end arms and make it a legitimate and symmetrical object.
Looks like we're done here. Z, look at the whole thing. We got it? We do. Capped, move it up. Looks nice. Let's make it a little tiny bit longer here. Did I get them all? Yes, I did. G, Z. Man, that's plenty long. Pretty sure there's no doubles. There are none. Do a save as. And since I've got digits in it, you click plus sign and save it. Okay, now let's get busy and do some projection unwrapping. So we do UV editing. We want to turn on this guy off. We don't want to see the back sides. We want to be in ortho mode. And as in my previous videos, and you see it's got all the geometry that we've added already there. So we use this as our script so we can follow it and do it in that order. So go to the back side and face mode, select and pick the back side only. Unwrap, project from bounds. Now we're going to do an open. Oh, and here's a note about the images we're going to show you. I just Googled online and I found some images for Dreidel, and here's the one that I'm going to pick. So I took this, saved it, fired up GIMP, chopped it up into 4 pieces with GIMP, and then got rid of the white backgrounds and added alpha layer to it. You need the alpha layer. So I made them individual. So here's the one. Okay, so I'm going to go to the front side now. Pick the front side. Unbounds. Open the next one, which is the hay.
Left side, left side, left side. None. Right side.
Okay, we've done all of our project from view. Now we can go see if we can't do some painting. Texture painting. Go to slots, image. Here we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to open and open it with a wood texture. Excuse me. That puts a wood texture on it, and then be sure before you leave this panel to choose the UV map as opposed to whichever one was left over from our unwrapping. So it puts a pretty nice wood texture on top of our Dreidel. Okay, now we need to go to clone from image, pick front. Before we do any painting, let's set the strength to powerful, and I need to set the curve to a sharp cutoff. You'll see why in a moment. So let's see, Gimel, front, Guess we could increase the paintbrush size a little bit, and now we paint on there. Be careful, stay in the lines here. Wonder why it moved the screen. We stay within the lines. Okay. You know what? Let's do a save as, since we should have done one a moment ago. Okay. Hey, none. Right side, right side. Is this the one? Nope, it's not. Yeah, see, if you go outside the lines, it paints down there, and you don't want that. Plus, and that's also why I did the sharp curve, because otherwise it would do a fade, and so you had to drag it down there all the way in order to get it to get that. So it didn't affect this one, but I think one of the other ones it does. But shin. Left. Okay, looks like we're done. I think we're done. Okay, so save our file, a new copy, save as a blend file. Let's go to object mode and pick that guy and do an export to Collada. Need this? Eh, we don't need that. Fine. An export. Now we need to save the UV image. So we go into UV edit here and do a image, save as, and I've done this more than once here. Pick that one. Don't override your wooden file. So now we got it. All you gotta do is upload that object to Second Life and then upload the image and drop it on your object, and you've got yourself a nicely set up dreidel. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos of these, subscribe and click like would be nice. And we'll see you next time. Bye.